certainly are. I think that Democrats right now, the Biden administration, probably trying to reclaim the moral high ground because they are finally getting some questions from members of the media over their border policies. Take a listen to what some Democrats are saying about the border right now and where they're placing blame. Watch this.
What these Republican governors are doing, again, is a political. They're using people. They're using desperate people who are trying to come here because they're fleeing communism themselves as a political pawn.
It's unimaginable that what the governor of Texas has done.
It is a manufactured crisis by ambush.
I think what Governor DeSantis is doing to use people as pawns for a political stunt is just profoundly regrettable.
Yeah, but you know, what's missing from their argument is that all of these illegal immigrants signed waivers before getting on these buses. And also, where's the compassion for the Texas residents and what's happening to their communities along the southern border?
Exactly. And so, you know, this is just the height of hypocrisy is that the Biden administration is causing this entire problem. Millions of people are crossing the border, millions of people that we know of, and then millions of people that we don't know of are crossing the border. All kinds of folks are crossing the border. And so there's reports even that Venezuela is starting to empty their jails and send them across the border because of the failure of the Biden administration to protect America. And, you know, those border towns in South Texas and Arizona and New Mexico and California, they have a right to, you know, to live in peace.
Yeah.
And so the Biden administration is completely abdicating their responsibility to the American people to keep us safe and to keep our borders, you know, safe and protected. I'm not anti-immigration. I am anti-illegal immigration. It needs to be an orderly process. It needs to be legal. And so what's happening now is just a travesty. And these poor migrants, that a lot of them are coming for a better life in America, are being used by the Biden administration as political pawns.
Well, it's also a national security concern. You're a part of the House Homeland Security Committee. We just got the new numbers. Now 78 people on the terror watch list were caught this fiscal year trying to get into the country. How much of a conversation is that on the Homeland Security Committee?
For the Republicans, it's a big topic of conversation. For the Democrats, not so much. Remember, those are 78 people that we actually caught. There were 500,000 people that we know that crossed the border that were never apprehended, and we estimate there's another 500,000 people at least that we don't even know they crossed the border. So there's 1 million people. How many more terrorists are actually in there that are here in the country to do what? I don't think they're here to do us good. And so, again, it's an abdication of the Biden administration, their responsibility to protect the homeland, to protect, you know, everyday Americans. The Biden administration is an utter failure, and their policy in the southern border is just an example of it.